Movie of the day is The Keep, Michael Mann. An early 80s Michael Mann, a Michael Mann full of progress, a Michael Mann who had just come off of, being a writer on Starsky and Hutch, and wasn't he on Vegas as well, and full of ideas, the director of the TV movie The Jericho Mile, director of Thief with James Caan. And he had Miami Vice ahead of himself, and Collateral many years in the Heat. And the screenplay for Heat was even bubbling and into his mind in the early 80s based on some of his meetings with the real criminals and the people in San Quentin and Highline Cat burglars and all of these people, these heavy dudes. And but The Keep is really an atypical Michael Mann film. I mean, it's a fantasy film. It's based on that F. Michael Wilson novel. I'm sorry, was it Paul Michael Wilson? I apologize here. I should have done the research before. But the fantasy novel about a mysterious castle keep which is built in the Carpathians and the Dinu Pass. Sorry, I don't know why I had to. Anyway. The Dinu Pass, which is a keep, which is a fort meant to keep something in, and not keep anyone out. And Jürgen Prochnow plays the leader of this Nazi brigade, who the German soldiers who come up to the keep, who capture it, who are now masters of the world, and slowly they are killed off by what lives within the keep, as John Glenn, as this mysterious mystical warrior comes in and is about to confront the evil within that keep. Interesting film. Tangerine Dream soundtrack is very hypnotic in moments, especially in the beginning with those scenes with the armored personnel and the German tanks and rolling in to the pass, and then that slow motion over the vocoded weird effects of the Tangerine Dream soundtrack. And it's a film that I love. It's a film I've seen many times. I saw it on VHS, I saw it on Laserdisc, I saw it on Netflix, I saw it on TV, I saw the 35mm print of it from the BFI when it played here at the Draft House. And it's a film that I enjoy, which, by the way, didn't really look that much better than the Laserdisc. I mean, really. I mean, it's a film that's shrouded in smoke. It's all smoked up and everything. And the print had good color, but I mean, it's not like if you're able to see a good widescreen video version of the film, it's not like you're missing a ton. I don't necessarily think it's that a big success of a film, I mean, there are elements of it that are definitely kind of goofy, and at the end of the day, it's just every time I finish watching it, it's like, did I really see that? Was it really worth it? Did it add up to that experience? But at the same time, I watch it again, and I watch it. It's like I'm hypnotized by it in a way. It's like I can't escape it. And the soundtrack is a big part of that. John Glenn's performance is a big part of the special effects by Wally Weavers, the famed British special effects technician, are great. The kind of reverse smoke effects, and there's a lot of stuff that that seem like simple ideas, and the accumulation of all these little tricks and simple things. It kind of, while you're watching, you're kind of thinking like, wow, how did they do that? Especially at the very end, the aftermath of after all of the Nazi soldiers are dead, and Molazar is there, and he's, because he's sucked the life out of everyone. I love the way the Nazis just ignite, and they seem to blow up in this film. They're just like, they smoke and just like burst into flame, very, very reminiscent of Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? There were Nazis burning, bursting, exploding in that film too, as well. So again, a little bit of a connection there. But it definitely seems like a Michael Mann film outside of his element, but at the same time, that there's some moody elements, and in the Michael Mann film it's going to look beautiful. That Mann said during the film that Wally Weaver's the special effects technician died, and they kind of had to finish the film not to his satisfaction. I don't think he was ever satisfied with the film, and it's been released on VHS and Laserdisc, but it hasn't gotten a DVD or Blu-ray release yet. And I know there's a big documentary that some Europeans are working on, and I think that's going to be an exciting thing to watch. But I don't know. He may feel like he's embarrassed by the film, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's not a perfect film, but it is a film of its time, of its era. Like many of Michael Mann's work, it's just a signature work, and there is, despite some of the shortcomings in it, there is something kind of moody and hypnotic about it. And maybe you get it, maybe you don't get it, but it still is. It is what it is, and I really love it.